The Lakers won last night, so I'm sure it is a sunny day all over the world today. Today is for sure going to be a good day. Nah, but in all seriousness, the Rockets did play a good game, so let's talk about what they did. When Russell Westbrook was playing like Russell Westbrick, I did not hesitate to critique him. So now that Russell Westbrook played a game like the Russell Westbrook we expect, I gotta keep that same energy and give him his praise. Westbrook had 25, 3, and 3. And although that's not the most impressive stat line in the world, it is a big improvement from getting swatted and dunked on by LeBron. And not only was it just 25 points, he was the Rockets' leading scorer, which we'll talk about James Harden in a second, and Russell Westbrook put up those 25 points on 50% shooting from the field. So good job, Russell Westbrook, but let's talk about James Harden. James Harden had an absolutely terrible shooting night. Harden shot 2 for 11 from the field. Even though he only shot 2 for 11, he ended the game with 21 points. Now, for those of you who might be like, 2 and 2, that doesn't add up to 21. The answer to that is free throws. James Harden is a master of getting to the free throw line and drawing fouls. So even though he only made 2 field goals, the fact that he still managed to put up 21 points is just mind-blowing. And even though James Harden was having a terrible shooting night, he somewhat made up for it with assists. Harden had 10 assists at the end of the fourth quarter. So although he couldn't buy a bucket to save his life, I'm glad James Harden recognized that and said, you know what, I'm just gonna get my teammates involved and do what I have to do to keep my team in this game. Speaking of getting your teammates involved, Eric Gordon had a good night. Eric Gordon had 19 points. PJ Tucker had 0 points, and that doesn't make any sense because in game 2 he had 18 points on 70% shooting. And what's even crazier, in game 2 where PJ Tucker had such a great game, he did that in the exact same amount of minutes as he did yesterday. So how do you put up 18 points on 70% shooting and then a couple days later you put up 0 points in the exact same amount of time? It just doesn't make a lot of sense to me. I don't know. PJ Tucker literally had 0 points, 0 assists, and 3 rebounds in 33 minutes. Half of y'all watching this could have gotten 3 rebounds in 33 minutes. Seriously, all you have to do is run up and down the court and every 11 minutes a rebound just falls into your hands. Think about it. How many missed shots are there in these NBA games? If you just have decent athleticism, you could get lucky and get a rebound every 11 minutes in the NBA. Someone could just miss a long 3 and suddenly you're right where it falls and you have a rebound. So for only having 3 rebounds in 33 minutes, come on, dude. Austin Rivers had 14 points, and I'm glad he has a nice job in the NBA, but watching him play when he was in high school and knowing that he's Doc Rivers' son, I honestly thought he would have been an NBA superstar by now. But hey, at least he's in the NBA. It's not like it's all bad, right? Jeff Green and Ben McLemore each put up 9 points, and Ben McLemore didn't even miss a shot. Ben is another guy who I thought would be a superstar or at least an all-star in the NBA by now. Just watching him play at Kansas, I thought he was going to be very good, but whatever, at least he has a job in the NBA, right? And as a whole, the Houston Rockets shot 42% from 3, which is very impressive. And not only that, but the Rockets came back from being down 23 points. And at some point, they cut the lead down from 23 to 7. And then they only ended up losing the game by 10 points. And not to diss on my Lakers or anything like that, but the fact that James Harden had a terrible scoring night, and even with James Harden having a bad scoring night, the fact that the Rockets were able to cut it so closely, I would just keep that in mind heading into game 5. The last thing the Lakers want to worry about is having a hot James Harden and a hot Russell Westbrook. Alright, now let's talk about my Lakers, but before we do that, if you don't mind giving this video a thumbs up for the YouTube algorithm, I'd appreciate it. Like I always say, a win is a win. But like I just said about James Harden and the Houston Rockets, don't expect James Harden to have this many poor nights. Granted, I hope we finish the series off tomorrow, but all I'm saying is, if James Harden is the James Harden we normally see in the regular season, if Russell Westbrook plays how he played last night, the fact that the Rockets came back from 23 down and cut the lead to 7, a 7-point lead is absolutely nothing if James Harden and Russell Westbrook are playing how they normally do. do. So because of that, I have to give our overall defense a C. The Rockets only had 20-something points in the paint, but out of those 20-something points, way too many of them were easy looks for the Houston Rockets. And that all goes back to the Lakers having poor perimeter defense. The Rockets were able to cut back door and the guards were just chucking passes down in the paint, and therefore the Rockets were able to get an easy layup down low. The Lakers can't be that lackadaisical on defense against the Clippers. And then another reason why I give the Lakers defense a C is because there is no way the Houston Rockets should have came back from that game without having a James Harden. Anthony Davis had 29 and 12. LeBron had 16, 9, and 15. Rondo had 11, 8, and 10 in less than 30 minutes of basketball. I love seeing playoff Rondo. It seems like every single time he's in the playoffs, he plays better than he does in the regular season. And Kyle Kuzma, I don't even know about that guy. Feels like one game he plays a very good game and then the next game he plays a very poor game. I really don't care if he wants to play well or if he wants to play poorly. All I ask for is to be consistent with how you play. I just don't understand how some nights he's gonna have 20-something points and then yesterday he only had 4 points. I really don't get it, but I'm not tripping. We won. That's all I care about. Yeah, I'm just a chill Laker fan today. The Lakers won. Like I said, nothing can faze me all day. The Lakers shot almost 50% from the field, which I'm more than happy with. 30% from 3, not bad. We don't have as many 3-point shooters as some of these other teams do, so I'm not really mad at 30%. But I'm very glad we only missed 1 free throw. We shot 15 of 16 from the free throw line, and we are a pretty bad free throw shooting team. So seeing that just gave me a little bit of hope for my Lakers. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Like I said, I'm chill. The Lakers won. I have nothing to get mad about. I have nothing to be screaming at the camera about. It's all a very chill day. I feel like Snoop Dogg with how chill I am. Actually, I take that back. That might give people the wrong impression. No, I don't feel like Snoop Dogg. I'm not that chill, you guys. I took dare. I promise I took dare. I passed dare. Just as a disclaimer, y'all. Anyway, give this video a thumbs up for the YouTube algorithm. Comment your thoughts down below. Let me know what you think of everything I said. Subscribe if you're new. Every single morning at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, I talk about the hottest NBA game from the night before. When the Lakers lose, I do get pretty upset. But like you saw today, the Lakers won and I have nothing to be mad about. So if you want to stay in the loop on everything going on in the NBA, just hit that subscribe button and I'll always make sure to keep you guys up to date with accurate information. Thank you all for watching and I will see you guys tomorrow. If you're still here, consider watching this other video I picked out for you down below. Please just watch it. I'm trying to get to 300 subs, so go watch that video. Let me know what y'all think. And hit the like button on that video too. All right, see you guys.